Welcome to DT Toolbox. Today we're going to be talking about empathy interviews. So why do empathy interviews? In design thinking, we care very much about connecting and understanding our users as much as possible. So right now, we're going to do just that. Take it away. Now we're going to look at two types of interviews. One interview that falls completely flat. And by the way, this happens to everyone, especially when we're starting out. The second interview, though, we're going to use the right DT tools. Hey, Hans.
Hey,
How's it going?
good.
I heard you like taking pictures.
Yeah.
Cool. Like, how often do you take pictures?
Every day with my phone and several times a week with my camera.
Okay. That's a lot.
Yeah.
So who do you take pictures with?
Alone. Most of the time.
Cool. Where? Where do you guys go?
I go to the city or the nature or my university. Depends.
And like, what camera do you use, or like what?
Right now I have a Sony Alpha 6000 camera.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, I know. So this has been super helpful, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So that didn't go too well, did it? What we want to do now is take you through 7 design thinking tips that will help you get deeper and understand your clients, your customers, or your stakeholder much, much better. So, point number 1, building rapport is a critical thing. You just need to make your interviewee feel comfortable. And you can do this in so many different ways. You can invite them to a coffee. You can take them out into a nice environment. What's important is, for example, not to do it in a stuffy, tense office environment, for example. Once your interview is feeling comfortable, always focus on asking open-ended questions. Right? You don't want to get just simple yes or no answers or one-word answers. You want to open up the conversation. The easiest way to do that is simply to ask your interviewee to tell you a story. So tell me a story about the last time you, whatever. And this is going to get them talking. You want to get context and flavor and color and interest from their conversations. Once you've started with these open-ended questions, focus on asking the question why. Right? We're used to asking how, when, where. Those are easy questions, but why? Why points to human intention. And that's exactly what we want to find out. Why do people do the weird things that they do? Right? Don't ask why just once, ask it over and over and over again. And the idea is to get deeper and deeper and deeper into kind of like what we're looking for is like the root cause, right? Human intention is our purpose in design thinking interviews. Once you've tried out these 5 whys, you can also try to dig deeper and deeper in particular areas that the person is talking about. And the easiest way to do that is just by simply saying, okay, stop. Tell me a little bit more about that. So as soon as you hear something interesting, you can always stop your interviewee and ask them to dig a little bit deeper. Don't be afraid of guiding the conversation just a little. It's important to take the conversation in interesting directions. Emotions are critical. As soon as you see someone getting a little emotional, either very excited, interested, or potentially sad, focus on that. Because emotions point to stuff that people really care about, what's meaningful for them. And that's what we really want to identify. The best way of focusing on emotions is by simply asking your interviewee, so how did that make you feel? It's going to take them a while to sort of reflect, but you really want them to tap into their emotions, right? What are they feeling in their body while they're talking about particular subjects? Point number 6, body language is incredibly important to focus on. Right? People might sometimes not want to tell you exactly what they're feeling or thinking, but their body will never lie. We have to get really good at really focusing on people's gestures, right? We have all these tiny little micro gestures that say a lot about our feelings. You should also look at the way that people are using their body when you're interviewing them. And so don't only focus on what they say, try to focus as well on how they say it. And keep in mind that body language goes both ways. This is a reciprocal phenomenon, right? While you're looking at their body language, they're also going to be looking at your body language. And so show interest, lean in, do if you're Norwegian, or whatever it is. If you're Latino like me, you can use your hands and bring them in more into the conversation. But it's very important to show to them through your body, not only through your mouth, that you really care about what they're saying. And then point number 7, it's incredibly important to document this process as meticulously as possible. So try to write a lot of notes, take a lot of pictures. You can record the situation if it's okay for your interviewee. And to help with this, we will suggest to never go to an interview alone. Try to pair up, find a team, and have that person sort of help you through the process. Hopefully these 7 tips have been helpful. Now we're going to see them in action. Hey Hans.
Hey.
How's it going?
I'm doing fine.
Good. So thank you very much for agreeing to meet up with me.
Yeah, thanks.
You're enjoying your coffee. Is everything okay?
Everything is all right.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So why don't we start by you telling me a little bit about your hobby? I heard you like taking pictures.
Yeah, I do really enjoy taking pictures. It's I've done it for like full 7 years now.
Okay.
Like very regularly, and trying to evolve myself as a photographer.
Cool. So why in particular do you like photography? So
Well, it's
specifically?
something that started when I was young. My mom made these photo albums from my childhood, my sister's childhood, and like everything she documented. And it's kind of all these memories that it brings up in me when I look at the photos. So it's kind of bringing that on forward for my part.
Can you tell me a particular moment of when you were taking pictures that you felt that it was just like super cool experience, that you were really digging it?
Yeah, actually it was this fall. I was at a place called Shua with my whitewater kayaking group, and we had just arrived, and 2 of my friends were like super excited. So they have driven like for 4 hours with their big red helmets on, and when we got there, they were like super excited standing outside. And actually, I just got this moment of time where they're like just smiling in their red helmets in this nice landscape.
Nice. Would you happen to have that picture?
I
We
have
can
it.
check it out.
Here it is, actually.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it's not,
They look so happy.
Yeah, they really do. So that's kind of the part about the photography that I like, because it brings back these emotions of this particular glimpse of time.
Yeah, I like this concept of glimpse, right?
Yeah.
So in this particular sense, like, what were you feeling when you kind of caught them at the right time, the right place?
This was one of these moments of happiness, actually, and we were high on adrenaline and high on joy, and like super excited about this weekend we had in front of us.
Cool. You seem really excited now.
Yeah, actually, I am.
So it seems like pictures help you to sort of reconnect with like the emotions that you were feeling kind of in the past.
Yeah,
Very cool.
right on.
Nice.
Yeah.
So hopefully this has been helpful for you to understand the power of empathy interviews. And by the way, kind of my last message to you guys is that we shouldn't approach this as interviews. I think that's the wrong word. We should maybe think of it more as like conversations, like friendly conversations. And at the end of the day, like anything else in design thinking, you need to practice a lot. So I'm going to encourage you to go out there and try these conversations out over and over again. All right. Thank you, and until the next time.